You know, if I was both teams there, I would sort of be thinking, like, okay, you know, I'm not even going to risk this. I've won the round, I've lost the round.
Get to the other side.
Yeah. We'll stay on board with the attacking team. Let's see if anybody's using anything interesting.
Let's jump on board with Carnage, actually. Oh, Gitaga works as well. They'll be coming out as Militia here. Again, this setup. Ooh, is that MMS? Yes, it is. That's exactly what we've been talking about before with Millenium using a lot of MMS on their ARs and their SMGs. And it seems to be working quite well so far. Let's see if they're going to be using that in combination with Smoke. Gitaga has already pushed up very, very far already. How is he going to be able to utilize this? Just waiting.
Again, if production can actually turn down the speakers.
Production! Can you turn on the stage speakers a little bit? The stage speakers, could you turn them down?
Yeah, just for the live viewers at home, obviously we don't want the teams to actually hear what we're saying. Target picking up a kill in the background, going to light, and Carnage taking out Ron also. So that's actually going to be Kivy, the last man alive for Killerfish to defend the bomb, and
he's trying to spray himself in there. He's completely caught with his pants down in a terrible spot right there, and it's going to go down. It's 1-1 with both sides.
Sounded like one of my weekends, caught with my pants down in a terrible spot.
Like on a gay pickup site.
Yep, yeah, that's exactly what it was.
I actually once drove in one of those. Completely on accident. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
On accident. Okay, but actually, it was here at this certain time.
Really?
Which you knew about.
Protect the objective.
Yeah, that didn't really make sense.
No, that did make sense. Oh, that.
Yeah, that.
That.
Right, okay. Anyway, back into the game. I'm over with Diablo, and what I do actually see a lot from Millenium, none of them use secondary weapons by the looks of it. Nice little place to lie there as he does take out Gun Elite, and Gitaga takes out Rocks, and this is looking good for Millenium as they just run in and absolutely run a train on KF.
Diablo, this mate is just rampaging through, no problem whatsoever, and Gitaga will be wrapping things up there. Very nicely done. Again, that MMS even, my apologies. Pew, pew, pew. A few more pews to add to that.
It's a very useful tool though, isn't it?
Yep, definitely.
Destroy the objectives.
What? Nothing.
What?
I just started looking at you, you started looking back.
It was definitely love at first sight, no doubt. Let's jump on board here with Diablo. Moving into. Oh, that was probably the greatest Nate Dave could have ever done. But it's suddenly realized, you know what, guys? There's dudes already in A. We need to flash our way in. That's exactly what they're going to be trying to do. He's sitting on the floor waiting for somebody to pop in. You know what? They could probably rush in right now.
No, KF have actually surrounded them quite nicely. Gitaga has actually been taken out as well, so Kivi's in there, and yeah, that's exactly what's happened as Prodigy is the last man alive. Nothing he can do. That's 2-2.
We lost that round, but it's not over yet. Prepare yourself.
Kevin will pick this one up, making this series 2-2. Millenium not playing as consistent as they did before in the previous series. Now, obviously, this is the upper bracket. It's round number 2, so these teams have already managed to perform very, very well in the previous rounds. And it's pretty much up to Killerfish if they can create a genuine upset here. That'd be quite amazing.
I'm over with Ron now, and oh, look at the sensor grenades being used. So Millenium should actually know where they are now. Grenades coming in, should be able to survive that. Sensor grenades all over the place. This is an interesting play from Millenium. Just checking out which way they're actually going to come, but you know, you can play that a different way. You can bluff, double bluff. It's up to you. See which direction you actually want to think and make the enemy team think you're going. So still on board with Run, just watching behind his team. If we have a look. Yeah, most of them are over B because they know they're there, but that's the first kill to go to KF and the second, so that's 2 versus 4 in favor of KF. We're going to go on board with Gitaga. There's a lot of work to do because he's the last man alive against 4 Killerfish team. If anybody's going to do it, it'll be this guy. Oh, he's not even going to pick a 1 kill as Kibby wipes him out with a 1 bomb. That's 3-2 to Killerfish.
Killerfish only needing 3 more rounds to win the SND and pretty much upsetting the tournament right here.
That's a naughty one bomb. It's not even fair, really.
Yeah. 2-3 right now. Killerfish in the lead. No, there's something I wouldn't expect to say very often. Especially not in this context.
No, they've played quite well in the S&D already, though. I mean, they're getting around this down. You know, as I said, S&D can be a real game changer, and hopefully we'll see this go as far as it can be. Everyone was predicting the 3-0 Millenium win, which is still on the cards. Shots being fired from across the map. Prodigy is quite weak at this moment in time. Playing it smart, though.
Definitely, Millenium holding themselves steady, not being as keen as they were before when they were running straight in towards A and piling up, trying to get Prodigy and Diablo into the cooling tower. In the meantime, holding themselves back as much as they can, trying to get a single pick before moving out. They know the Killerfish guys are somewhere in... Oh, dear. That was a less than optimal nade. Yeah,
that was choking the sets grenade a little bit. Rock's coming in, destroying Carnage as Diablo takes him out in turn, or avenging his teammate, but then Diablo picking up a second kill. Nice play by him. Let's see what else he can do. Prodigy takes out Kivy, so it's a one man left alive, and it's going to be Ron. Shots are being fired, and there's not much he's going to be able to do here as the grenade comes flying and goes straight past him. He'll do well if he gets anything from this. I think he needs to blow up the tanker. That's what I would have done personally anyway, but Ron take a different angle of this. He's going to get taken out. That's 3-3.
Lost that round. Refocus and
3-3. It's old Even Stevens back tied back up. Gataga will pick up this last kill right here. Pew pew pew. Nicely done. Well done. There's the MMS once again. Flashes up.
Ready point.
So I'm quickly going to go and take that from you. Let's see where we're going to go here.
Objective.
As Killerfish will be on the attacking side. Oh, look at this. Be in lead for a B. There we go. Full on push straight away. With Rox the only person who is down that middle. Not running scope at all. They need to set this one up. Unlucky. There is Diablo already getting himself into place. We got Prodigy all of a sudden realizing, wait a minute, this is not where I parked my car, and he needs to get back on towards B as fast as he possibly can. Gataga using that MMS still. Scanning around, trying to find himself a target. He won't be finding himself any target anytime soon. As you see, Killerfish, they were full-on push on towards B, but now they're back on towards the rotate back to something else.
They're about to run into
Gataga.
Yeah. Shots fired and taken. He's going to have to get away. He has to be careful because I do believe there isn't actually a member near him. Again, if production could turn down the speakers, I think I can hear them. And he does actually get taken out by Rox. Well played by him. And the last man, well, it's 2 versus 2, sorry. 2 versus 1 now as Rox is the last man left alive. Let's go on board with him. He's already going to kill this round.
There's the target.
He could be in a worse position.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, well, there is that worse position. Carnage popping out of nowhere.
Step up.
We'll pick this one up as well. That's going to be yet another round for Millenium. They will take the lead on this one.
Looking pretty comfortable for Millenium at the moment, I would say. I mean, the scores are close, but to me, it doesn't look like they're ever going to lose it.
Switching sides.
Personally, but I'll let you make your own decisions. Anyway, we will actually, let's jump over with Killerfish from the start now. Yep. Let's see what's going to happen. Kivy.
What sort of setup they have again?
Yeah, lightweight and flak jacket. Obviously, running into there, you will need flak jacket as grenades come flying over the top. He's getting into a good position though, yep. Surely he should make that kill, and he doesn't going to make the second big play by Kivy. Nice, just spraying away there. That wasn't great by... Oh, is he going to get a third? Oh,
yeah, unlucky. Prodigy and Diablo down, but there's Gataga coming in as well together with Carnage, and they will be sitting on that lower round. MSMC with a laser down.
Carnage, the last one alive. He's in the middle of a 1v3. So, wow, not sure what he was doing there. Reloading, and he ran straight out at him. Good elite, just kept firing. Well played by him. 4-4.
Bit of a hectic moment there by Killerfish. Almost seemed like by Millenium, my apologies. Almost seemed like they didn't quite know what to do after getting the 2 of their players shut down by one of the Killerfish guys. Very, very strange there. 4-4, and this is closer than I thought it would be. How are we in kill-wise on the board?
We got the bomb.
75 is the best one from KF, although Ron does have 2 plants, so he's taken over Kivy. And Diablo having the best game out of the Millenium team, so let's actually have a look. Millenium's dropped down. Sorry, Diablo's dropped down, taking out Ron. Let's have a look where everyone's positioned. And it's going to come to a head in the center here. Prodigy taking out Rock, still on board with Kibby. Gets absolutely destroyed by Kataga. I don't even see him there. Comes flying out and absolutely annihilates him. So Gunelite is the last one alive against 4 members of the Millenium team.
Well, if Gunelite pulls this one off, I will down a can of beer.
Is that it? That wasn't even ballsy.
No, I know. I will eat a whole cake.
Well, that's not even bad.
Also, nobody ever said that it should be bad, Gun. In the meantime,
Now they got the second kill there. Unfortunately, they do now go 5-4 down. Killerfish need a way back into this game. If they want a chance, I would say they really do need to win this map, because I can only see third map going to Millenium.
Millenium will pick up
Switching operation ready point.
one more round, and they will be doing very, very well right here. As right now 5-4 for them at Killerfish, needing to win this round to keep Millenium off that match point for on the next one on CTF. Millenium following Carnage. In combat knife out, having as an MMC with stock and laser. Look at this, a full wide push. Very nicely done, and they're taking the bomb carry with them. Looks like a potential B push. They just need to take out a single guy. They need to open it up.
Shots being fired all over the place here.
No hits being made though, and that is not going to be all too useful. They just need to get one person down. As soon as they open up, they know where to push. See one.
Big
Still
shots
no
by
kills.
Carnage. Lots of bullets being traded between both teams, but not much actually going on. No kills made as of yet.
Is anybody on a score streak at the moment?
No, I don't think so. Although Ron makes the first hit, and Prodigy takes him out with a stun grenade by the looks of it.
Interesting.
It's 3-on-3 now.
3-on-3. It's going to be an A plant from Millenium.
Charges set.
There's Prodigy getting the plant in, and now it's all about Millenium getting themselves in position. Rock's already there, taking down Carnage. That will open things up quite quickly. Moves in. Gataga is already in place. Can he get himself a second? There's Prodigy taking down Ron. It's 1 versus
1, and they're going to run straight into it.
Rock will
KF's
pick
going to
that
take
up.
it.
5-5. With the defuse coming. 1-6-5.
What's important is he got a lot of points for that also.
Charges diffused.
Good. Oh, I didn't get the
Good
score
job.
streak.
Get ready for the next round.
He won't be far off one though.
What is his first score streak? Is the lightning strike?
It was Missile. Easy kill for Rocks there. Prodigy just sprinting in. Easy hipfire, 5-5. Now KF could really do with this map.
Yeah, definitely. And let's see how they are going to do just that. There is the setup. Killerfish are on the assault. They will have the disadvantage, sadly. This defense generally are a little bit better. Again, they're going full in, right on top of A. Are they going to have enough time? They need to take out at least one with these nades or rush in with it and get a stun in.
Know where somebody is because they just put a grenade down that ladder.
No, not going to be enough. They're going to fall back.
Yeah, and that's their first primary attack, which probably the best, easiest way to get through the defense is being shut down. On board with Prodigy. I think we'll change it up. So on board with the defensive Millenium team, Prodigy sitting up there with his M8.
Having a good position here as well, we'll be able to see anybody that crosses from the A to the B site unless they're going through the tunnel, and they're currently not doing that just yet. Still, though, a lot of time being taken here by both teams.
I think the longer it goes on, the worse it is for Killerfish, but they seem to be attacking the B-bomb site, and they have actually, I think, managed to take out Millenium there. Oh, and they went in there. That's one player left for Millenium. Let's see who it is.
It's going to be Gataga.
And he's going to run straight into this guy.
Let's see if he can do it. MMS opened up. He's got 3 to take down. Let's see if he can do this. We've seen him do it before. 1. Unlucky on that pickup. Killerfish will actually pick up here on SND Meltdown versus Millenium with 5-6. Very, very surprising result here on SND.
Nice play by Gunelite there. Preeminent, good reactions, takes him out. Nice.
You have undermined all that we have
Not what
fought
we
for.
expected.
No.
I was expecting pretty much a whitewash, but Millenium not making easy work of it.
No, definitely not. And with 5-6 is definitely something you just don't expect from a team like Killerfish, especially if we're considering it's Millenium up here. Not to trying to talk down on Killerfish or anything. It's just historically their performance has been nowhere near to Millenniums. And it's just so surprising to see him to perform so well here versus Millennium. Is this maybe, are we seeing a Call of Duty scene where there are more top teams? Or at least high-skilled teams?
It's definitely the case compared to...
Before.
Like, yeah, COD 4 and Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 2. Mm-hmm. It seemed to just be a couple of teams that would sort of be up there the whole time. But now, I mean, you could pick from a list of maybe 5, 6, 7 teams that can go out and win an
Still,
event.
though, Killerfish?
Well, I wouldn't say I would put Killerfish in.
No, I definitely would myself as well.
Teams get maps off big teams all the time. It happens quite often. At EGL, I think a team who was seeded 32nd or something.
However, Killerfish's performance on Express was quite good as well.
Yeah, I mean,
they're consistent.
They're not a bad team at all. So, I wouldn't put them up there with the best.
Oh, I'm not saying that. Not yet.
No.
If they win an event, sure. But not yet. Still, though, we're going to get ready for the next map, which is going to be a CTF. And so we're just waiting for the map to be picked, as the admin is probably somewhere on the stage. What's it going to be? It's going to be Standoff CTF. No, Yemen CTF. Interesting.
No.
Slum CTF. Interesting map, Slum CTF. It's tiny, it's fast, it's fun. There's a lot of nading going on, especially by the statue area. You got those two pipes, those sort of two channels you can move through. There's a lot of defensive onto the left side, and there's a channel on the right. So we'll see how this is going to go. We're going to jump straight in. This is Millennium versus Killerfish. The score right now is 1-1 in maps, with Killerfish winning on SND Meltdown, whereas Millennium picking up on Hardpoint on Express.
It's a very good map. Obviously, we have Killerfish. I expect this to be quite close again.
Again. What do you think? I think, say, 3-2.
3-1.
3-1? That's a
Millennium.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Let's actually pop on board with Gataga on this one. He is historically fairly good when it comes to CTF and the early assaults. Unlike things like Arcade comes to mind.
Yes, Arcade. I missed that map, actually.
Actually, I do as well.
Yeah,
I prefer Seatown, though.
No. For S&D, yeah.
It was great. It was a great S&D map.
Yes,
CTF a little bit less. But here we go. We're on our way. We're on board with Gataga, and he will take it away again with that combat knight off, because everybody runs faster with a knife. Almost gets tagged up immediately. Well, commentator's curse right off the bat. Not bad at all. Struck out with rocks. He's got 1 kill on the board, and he is well on his way to get that flag. He's got 2 people to back him up. We could actually see an early flag pickup here by Killerfish if they take up this kill, and they almost will pick it up.
That was nice by Carnage there. All he did was sit back a little bit and let his teammate push out. If his teammate then gets taken out, he'll push around. Surprisingly, let's player take him out. So it was a nice play by him. Still on board with Carnage. And move through the middle of the map with the MSMC using stock. And that's something that we don't see very often from SMGs.
No, and they will immediately getting shut down at range by an M8. That was definitely not that good at all. In the meantime, though, Killerfish are having some difficulty trying to penetrate past the middle of the map, as Carnage is immediately on the respawn. Needs to watch out, because there's one of the Killerfish players on his right that he needs to watch out for. Sees one in the distance, has switched over. No, he's still running MSMC. Not enough range for that SMG there.
Now they picked up a great 2-piece there, but Prodigy coming in there and taking out the player from Killerfish, although Gun Elite does eventually take him out. We'll stay on board with Gun Elite, and they are pushed in at this moment in time. Obviously, I think Millennium on the better side. So KF need to, I wouldn't say try and stalemate this out. They do obviously still need to try and go for a flag, but obviously they have the better side coming up with Millennium being on there now. Prodigy taking out K-Rox in the middle of Millennium. Diablo are taking out Ron as well, so KF are actually being pushed in here. Big style. Let's see what can happen. Kibby picking up an important 2-piece to help his team defend. And but we're going to lead at the moment.
Gun Elite holding himself steady. Right now, the flanks is still 0-0. Picking up on Carnage here. Well done. Can he follow up? Because he did expect... That's the thing with the French. They always come in 2. And Kid Gun Elite knows exactly that. Sees another one. Whoa, nicely done here on Prodigy. Does not manage to pick up on Gataga as well. But if he had, my God, that would have been a crazy setup. And possibly a flag cap missed by Killerfish, but it wasn't to be. Even though the kill feed right now is pretty much Killerfish dominated.
It's very bare, though, at the same time. I mean, Killerfish are sitting back a lot here. I mean, actually, I'm going to change up to one of the Millenium teammates. And, you know, they're doing exactly the same. I'm going to change away from Broly Bronx being Prodigy, going more with Kataga, who's actually back here as well. And it seems as if Killerfish have actually pushed out a little bit here. Kataga's going to pick that kill up in the back.
Kataga.
Not a problem there.
We'll pick up on Kiwi. And it looks like Millenium are finally looking to pick a flag up. They finally pushed up with 3, managing to lose 1. They're in the middle of the map. They're looking to push forward slightly. Rox has taken down Prodigy. That's not going to help much as the EMP does go out, and it's back to the drawing board for Millenium.
It's not been a very interesting map so far.
No, it's very slow.
It's been very boring. I think KF have taken up a very defensive mindset when coming into it. Carnage really should have been taken out there by the Killerfish player. I'm not 100% sure it is. And you know what? They made a good attack here. Oh, Carnage needed to make that kill. The flag has actually been pulled by Kataga. Let's have a look where he is. He's managed to get away. He has some good cover from his teammates. Oh, and that flag's going to actually be returned straight away by Rox. Nice play by him. Fortunately, Prodigy could not get there for the cover. Going to go back on board with him as they do actually have Killerfish pushed in as Gunnerly takes him out with a headshot. Diablo not able to do much, although he does actually take out Gunnerly, and what he can do is get onto the spawn kill there. Kataga coming in, helping with the assist, and Rox wiping him out. Killerfish just sitting back here.
I'm super surprised about this this game being so slow as it is right now. It's just not going anywhere anytime soon. Even though we got Diablo on the flag being shut down by Gunnerly. It's just a strange game right now.
What Millenium have to be careful not to do is get counter-attacked here, because if they lose a flag on the good side, you know, they won't be happy with this either way, because Killerfish has just defended. The flag has actually been pulled. Is he going to get away with this? Rox is on a hellish kill streak, and he actually has managed to get away with it. Let's see what sort of cover his team
he's gonna
have.
cap it. Yeah, he's
going to get that. That's a brilliant play by Killerfish.
Killerfish are just ripping through.
Wow, I mean, they're just, to be fair though, they've just defended the whole game. And then they come out of nowhere, and he's got himself a nice bunch of score streaks there as well.
Oh my God, Kiwi getting himself a double on the pickup, and all of a sudden these Killerfish just rocking forward, and they've got all these score streaks to go into the second half. It's 1-0. You do realize that Millenium now has to pick up 3 flags in order to go with your...
Oh, yeah. I thought you were on about to win.
No. Your prediction.
Well, my prediction wasn't that Killerfish would sit so defensive, and then all they did was counterattack. But it's a legitimate tactic, so...
It's a bit boring, but it works.
Yeah, well, I'm interested to see what's going to happen with this Millenium team. I'm going to stay on board with them because they will have to attack now. I mean, let's have a look at what Killerfish are doing. Obviously, oh, they've got a turret at the back there straight
they
away.
Immediately...
With a defender as well, so
yeah,
this is going to be hard for Millenium.
It was one of them. They immediately got that turret right off the bat because they had time for that. Not sure whether or not they should though, because now they have a little bit of time wasted on that one. Probably should have been better to wait for the first assault. They've been sitting back the entire time, just shut down the Millenium assault and then deploy it. That would have probably been better, in my opinion.
Carnage is sitting back here a little bit. Maybe they're looking for the counter cap, but I don't think that's going to happen because I don't think Killerfish are going to push too hard. Let's have a look at the map. They have down the right-hand side if they can win that gun battle, and it doesn't seem as if they have. We'll go forward with Kataga. And they have somebody. Let's have a look again, sorry, at this left-hand side. Carnage is going to have to go out there and make that kill as he does.
Yes, he's looking for an opening, but he's going to find himself straight up onto the turret if he doesn't watch out. Let's go into first person. There he is. Can he pick this one up? No, he won't, because Rox is there, and Rox shuts him down time and time again. Even if he did, he still would need to get past that turret. That's the big issue. It's effectively a 5th defender on the map.
Yes, I mean, Prodigy is making good ground here on this left-hand side. Should take out Kivi, doesn't get the kill. Semtex coming in, he's going to eventually get it. Well, sorry, it was Rox who he took out, and all the Killerfish team down that right-hand side. Actually, the flag has been pulled away and shut down by Ron. Kataga on board with him now. Moving through the cemetery, gets taken out in the back. Let's go on board with Killerfish, actually, because they seem to be pushing up a little bit now, going for the counter-attack, and Gunnerly's taking out Millenium. DZT, being Diablo, and Killerfish are in a good position to do something here. The flag has actually been pulled away. Can he get some good cover?
Wow.
That's
1, 2.
Huge play by
Oh,
Ron
this
there.
is going to be a cap again. It's going to be 2-0.
Oh, now they got the three.
Unless if Prodigy can do something here. Let's stick to the flag carrier. They have
This flag's going to go in.
This is going to go home. This is going to go home. There's the flag. It's 2-0 for Killerfish. What is going on here? Have we dropped in some sort of bizarro universe where Millenium can suddenly not perform versus Killerfish?
Killerfish are playing, you know, I'm going to put it out there, Killerfish are playing this very, very dirty here.
Absolutely.
They're playing Millenium at the game that the French played in Black Ops 1, where they would counter like a lot.
Oh, wow.
And it was how they actually won games. And, you know, it's a legitimate Oh, Nelly, a big two-piece by Rux. It does look as if the flag is actually going to be pulled away and shut down instantly by Killerfish, although Gataga is going to clean up and take that away as well. But he is actually going to get the missile put down on him. Needs help from his teammates. The flag is actually being pulled by Killerfish. Also, he needs some backup here. He needs to get away. He needs to make that kill also. He's on his own at the moment, Gataga. He manages to get away. But this is what Killerfish want. They want a stalemate. Let's go actually on board with the guy who has the flag. And it is actually going to be
Wrong. Has that flag. They're not going to push out. They're just going to leave him.
Yeah. And one of the the RCXD is actually away. Let's see who's using that.
Oh, there it is. It's the Gun Elite one. Scouting.
This could be interesting.
Oh, this could ruin lives. Bam, 2.
Oh, he killed
Almost.
his teammate.
No, unlucky.
Oh, and somebody's pushed in the right-hand side. That's going to be Carnage. He's not going to pick up the kill on the flag runner. Kivy was there in support also. Let's go on board with Kataga. No, he's the one with the flag, so we'll change it up. You know, they need 2 flags in a minute and 20 seconds, and it's not looking good. You said 3-2. That's still on.
It's still on.
Saying that, though. Prodigy
With 1
pushes
minute
in.
to go. There's unlucky. Prodigy trying to kill the flag carriers. Again, not having too much luck with that. It's time for Millenium to start going to do something drastic now because they need 2 caps in 2 minutes. It's going to be so difficult. Here's Gataga. There is Prodigy. Can they push in? They are looking to do so, though. There's Diablo.
They need this flag, then they need to counter cap. And they're not getting the kills that they need to.
It's not going to happen. Killerfish's takedown 3 with 40 seconds on the clock. This is effectively...
Kataga's down as well. That's 3-0.
My God. What is Killerfish doing? What are they doing?
I want a
that
drug
makes it
test
so
after
good?
this.
I'm sorry?
I want a drug test.
You want a drug test? Do you think they pulled off a Lance Armstrong? There is Diablo. He's got the flag with 20 seconds remaining. It's 3-0 for Killerfish.
It's not going to matter. That's going to get shut down. And Killerfish are going to go 2-1 up.
3-0 in this series with Killerfish. 2-1 in the series after losing Hardpoint 250 to 213. We're going to go to another Hardpoint map.
This is
going to go to all...
Millenium are not untouchable.
No.
At all.
And not at all. This lineup, it's a lineup which has been praised so much over the years. All of a sudden are getting annihilated by what has been generally referred to as a second-tier team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Killerfish, as said, though, they did play that pretty dirty. I mean, that was
Hey,
filth.
you got to do what you got to do.
Exactly. It's money's on the line, you know. I mean, there's no shame
Points
in
are
it.
on the line. Killerfish are still looking to get into
exactly.
the tournament, and they're a German team, if I'm not completely mistaken.
Yes.
And they need to go against DZS as one of the teams they need to compete against in order to get to Cologne. And they want these points. They need these points to get to Cologne as well. Like, they can take the win here and the money, but the setup for the EC is still there as well.
Yep.
That's also roaming. That's also ghosting in the back of their head. Millenium, they're pretty much going, regardless of what they do at this point. However,
Yes.
they still want to put another reflex on their name.
I think they're in the same situation as Farico Dragons, where they could afford to come this weekend.
Yeah.
They don't really need the 100 points.
Then
Although, obviously, it's not bad.
Then again, same with DZS Turtle Beach. DZS Turtle Beach is obviously one of those teams that is looking to be one of those teams to be in Cologne together with Roughnecks as well.
Yes.
However, now all of a sudden Killerfish is in the mix, and we got the top 3 German teams here on site, and all of a sudden the other 2 teams, especially Roughnecks, must be thinking, we need to start winning games here, lads, because we may not go to Cologne.
It's it's a tough position to be in, really. I mean, because you can't see Killerfish going on to win the event. I mean, they may be causing an upset here, but I still don't expect them to advance further. I do think Millenium will come out of this with the winner, being the winner, sorry.
Absolutely, and then, of course, there is that setup. We're about to get ready for the next map, which is going to be Hardpoint on... We don't know yet. It's going to be Hardpoint on something. I doubt it's going to be Slums. Hardpoint on... What shall we make it? We haven't actually been given a list on what we're going to be seeing.
It could well be Slums.
Could it be Slums? Again?
Could be.
No, we wouldn't be getting two the same map back to back.
No, we have quite a lot of maps now as well, so
Exactly.
I would imagine it won't be this one.
No.
Although
There it is. Choosing map. It's going to be
standoff. I'm going to say standoff.
My
Oh,
God.
what a guess.
You are oh Yemen.
I thought I was a wizard.
No, raid. Or
Oh, I like this map. This is great.
hijack.
Oh, are we
It's going to be hijacked Hardpoint.
ending in score streaks? Maps?
It is.
No, I love this map. It's
It is.
great.
It is fun.
Oh, hold up.
It is. Hijacked is solid fun, especially if you can get Plaza.
Oh.
Hijacked. Especially if you can get score streak going and you get the middle hard point, you're pretty much screwed because there's rockets, missiles, drones, and everything.
We'll see a lot. I would imagine we'll see that, but we will also see the sentry guns. Oh, what are we doing here? Make your mind up. Can an admin try and sort out what the actual what the actual map is? And it is actually going to be hijack. What we're going to see a lot of here will be sentry guns, especially when they go underneath and inside, because obviously you cannot utilize things like lightning strikes, etc., when you do actually have something that's inside. So let's actually have a look. Yeah, as expected. Let's see, we'll just have a flick through. War Machine being used by Kataga and Gun Elite, but the rest of them, it's pretty much the same setup. We'll go on board with Kataga and see how he starts. Actually, we'll go on board with Carnage. See how he starts this off. They're getting there nice and quickly, as have Killerfish. No points on the board, just contested so far. Not picking up the kill on the right-hand side, so they know somebody's in the tub. Lots of shots being fired in the middle here. Ron taking out Carnage, Kataga taking out Rocks as Prodigy takes out Kibby. Lots of gun battles going down here, and nobody's really taking an advantage yet, but here we go. Here we go with Millenium. Carnage, oh, Nelly picking up a brilliant 3-piece. Kibby picking up a 2-piece. Prodigy taking him out in turn. A lot of trash talk going across between the two teams, although it's pretty much just noise.
Look at his setup already as they are in full control in that. As he says, they're completely getting shut down, and Killerfish are back in play.
It's hard to have a setup on this side. You have to get control if you want to get some major points from this middle one. And in the moment, they're not doing either.
It's just a complete another nade fest. Look at this at this point. Completely shut down as Carney's trying to get in there. That middle hard point is pretty much the hardest hard point, I think, in competitive play right now.
Yeah, it is hard to sort of lock down. But once you push forward like they are doing now, they need to push the spawns to stop them getting that. And that's exactly what I expect them to do. Going on board with Kataga. Going to take out Kibby after the 2-piece. Oh, Rox comes in there and wipes him out, though. It's actually on board with Rox, who's in the hard point. Okay, KF have set up quite nicely around here. Rox is going to have to make that kill. That's important. Ron picked up the 2-piece just before that as Kibby took out another one of the Millenium team. Ron pushing out, and, they're on the better spawn here. They could go into the lead, which is exactly what they're going to do.
And then they're going to be able to fall back completely and get to the other hard point as well.
Nice play. Oh, he needs to make that kill before the grenade comes in, but it's not going to matter as Millenium get control of that once again. What was that going on? I think it was actually a sense grenade, possibly? Or EMP. Apologies. And they're going to move down into the bottom area now. Does anybody actually have a kill streak? I don't think they do. Kataga's already there, though. Waiting for the team. Nobody on any kill streaks as of yet. We're going to go on board with Rocks.
Killerfish is still in the lead.
Yeah, Killerfish obviously still in the lead. Carnage got the Kataga's doing a lot of work down there. 4 versus 4 kills here. That'll be actually his, it will be his 4th. He'll be looking for the score streaks.
And he's running War Machine as well.
That could be
Death Machine, sorry.
So turn around and help out his team from this side.
And I think this is one of the few maps to Getaway Plaza that is actually useful to run the Death Machine in general.
Yeah,
because there's just the tiny spaces.
Hellstorm missile actually going to be used by Gitaga at some point. He's in the hard point on his own. That's brilliant
so
play.
nice.
Can he hold
and
on?
There's another one.
Huge play by Gitaga once again, and he's managed
got
to get
there's the
himself.
full score streak
Yeah,
right there.
There you go, and he is currently on an 8-kill streak. He's basically held down that hard point on his own there.
Pretty much. The rest of his team will be swapping out, will be trying to take down the enemy players as they come out, and they're on their way for the next hard point very, very soon. 36 versus 82 right now. If Millenium wins this map, then they will move on to map number 5, which is again going to be an SND, which was won by Killerfish on Meltdown previously. So we'll see how this is going to go. Braun, in the meantime, will be taken down.
Gitaga managed to pick himself
there it is.
a 9-kill streak up, and this is going to be interesting. Let's see what he can do.
Let's spin that baby up.
There's 1 kill, and imagine you'll pick up a good few. We'll keep an eye on his kill streak. Still spawning that side. You're not going to get past Gitaga, and when he has that in his hands.
No, he most definitely won't be. There's the third one right there. Let's see if we can get another one. Spins that baby up. There is the Thor.
Oh, eventually does get taken out.
4 kills, doesn't matter. He's going to have it again until ammo runs out.
Oh, Killerfish coming up big, though. They're going to manage to get into the hard point. Rox is going to pick up a 2-piece, as Ron does as well. So let's stay on board with Gitaga as he does have the Death Machine. Gets taken out again, though. He has to be careful as Killerfish are going to push their way back up, but Gitaga give them such an advantage. I mean, he's just going to watch this middle door now. Nobody's getting out of there. Oh, apparently they are. Oh, 2-piece with the War Machine. Is it the Death Machine? Oh, yes, it's the Death Machine, not the War Machine. Well played by Gitaga, just pre-aiming at this moment in time. Not going to be able to do anything, though, as he does actually just get taken out in the middle. Here we go with the missile. He's going to waste it eventually, or not, as he does actually manage to get 1 kill. And you know what? He's got another. Oh no, he doesn't have another Death Machine. Just has 50 bullets left. And you know, Millenium are pulling away a little bit here through the wall. Oh dear. Oh, doesn't manage to get the kill. Will clean up though, and he's going to move back towards the next one. Oh, huge play by Gitaga, spinning around and absolutely annihilating the Killerfish player there. Couldn't tell who it was due to the EMP. Gitaga now going to move back in there with his team,
and we'll be able to launch a lightning strike shortly as well. 132 on the board here for Millenium. 63. Look, Gitaga is absolutely raging through. On towards the point he goes with a double right there. Can he pick it up again? There's a third and a fourth perhaps on the board. Never mind. He's just going to use just a strike. Oh, that's 2 right there. Thank you, man, for coming home, even though Sally does not pick them up. And we'll be losing a streak. But my God, there's the Death Machine again.
Once again, Gitaga having an absolutely amazing game here. 32 and 13. He's just going to leave that point now, and he's going to push underneath. Hopefully, on the Killerfish team have actually managed to get down here, but he did actually reign supreme while sitting down here. Killerfish players actually pushed through, though. That's Rox. He's going to be in the underground, and he has support as well. So, you know, Killerfish could bring some points back here, because once he's set up in here, it is very, very hard to get back. Oh, nice play by Rox. There's going to be huge play by Rox to pick up the 3-piece. Nice kill on the Prodigy there. He's going to pick up his 4th as well. Huge play by him. Is there going to be a 5th? Don't be greedy. Gunnelly is going to take him out, and he does actually have a sentry gun as well. If he can get back down there, then Millenium are not getting... Oh, that was a huge play by Rox there. So important for his team, those 3 kills as well.
Killerfish are on the comeback. They're a mere 40 points behind. Look at this. Rox, he wants to deploy that turret right in that hallway.
It's exactly what they need to do. Although an EMP goes back in there, then it's going to mess it up.
He didn't deploy it, though, so that's all good. Turret's still there. Turret can still be deployed. Nice pickup. It's going to be Killerfish on control of the site. Gitaga comes in there. Gitaga and Carnage ripping through the engine area. Never mind, it's a Death Machine.
Well played by Gitaga, just spraying away there. Rox is eventually going to take him out, though. Rox having a very good game, and he's going to hold that down for another 13 seconds. I would imagine that Millenium is just going to give that up and go for the next one. Let's have a look. Rox is just going to sit down there and actually go on board with Gitaga when we come out, because he will be using his Death Machine at some point. I love watching someone with the Death Machine just walking around with a Gatling gun in their hands.
I still prefer the War Machine, but for obvious reasons.
Blows up things. Let's go back on board with Ron, who's going to look at the Millenium spawn. Nice
and
little
he's just going to
2-piece.
go and look and pretty much judge whatever comes down there. nothing is gonna get out of that Millennium spawn.
You know, Killerfish could bring this back. They well and truly have. They're only about 20 points behind. Not even that now. Oh, through the wall by Ron on the Prodigy. This is turning into an extremely entertaining game. Let's go on board. Well, as I said, that
this game has turned out to be so much better than I initially anticipated. Carnage getting himself a double. It's 137 to 160 in favor of Millennium. A mere 20 points. Gitaga once again ripping out the death machines. Only got 51 bullets remaining. That's going to be enough though for 1 kill. Almost getting that second one on the board.
Carnage coming up big though, picking up a 2-piece. He's looking for his third, spraying through. Is he going to manage to get that good call out by his team? So they knew he was there. Now they had to be careful because we're going to go back to the middle point, and Killerfish are set up a little bit on here. I'd imagine we're going to see some airstrike. There you go, triple airstrike kill. Huge play by Kataga there with the airstrike. Also does have some bullets left in that death machine. Stuns and grenades going in there. Although Killerfish are catching up.
Contested. 150, 21 points remaining. Killerfish could possibly even do this. Remember, Killerfish are on match point. If they win this, they will send Millennium to the lower bracket.
Let's have a look at Killerfish on board with Ron now, and they do actually have the good spawn for the next side. With a missile in there as well. Oh, Carnage coming up big with a 2-piece. That could be very important. He's going to pick up his third as well.
They need to strike now. They need to strike on towards this point. Knife. Oh!
Very unfortunate, but Target has set up and he's making sure that they do not get the good spawn. He's just going to spray away into that, waste his last few bullets, and move into the point. Killerfish are already set up in there, though. They are not far behind. Kiwi coming up big. This is huge play by Killerfish. They could actually run away with this.
Killerfish, they are about to pass Millennium. 172. My God. And a double right there.
Prodigy coming up big. Nice play by Prodigy there. He needs to hold out though, as Killerfish have the better spawn. This is going to go to Killerfish.
This Killerfish could have this. 24 seconds remaining. This just needs a little bit more time.
What's actually going to happen? I'm not 100% sure. Killerfish.
It's still not sure. It's still not sure.
They've
and
won
now
it.
It's sure.
They've won it.
They've won it. Killerfish are going to send Millennium down to the lower bracket. Can you believe it?
Absolutely huge play by Killerfish. The main thing they did great there is they swapped the spawns, and then Millennium couldn't do anything. They couldn't get in there. They set up, threw all their kill streaks in, and what can you do? Millennium couldn't do a thing. Killerfish, huge play by them. As the teams go and shake hands.
What an amazing upset. This is why I come to LAN.
You know, I was actually speaking to the tech boys and they were saying, oh, it's not fair. Millennium have got an easy bracket. Well, apparently not.
Apparently not so much.
That was absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely great. Killerfish getting even a close game at the start. 250, 213 on Express. It was close the entire time. Yeah. It was a nice setup. And then the SND on Meltdown. Absolutely great. 5-6.
I think we've overestimated how good Millennium apparently are.
Or underestimated how good Killerfish are.
I mean, Millennium have actually dropped out of ESL qualifiers at quarters and semi-finals.
Right.
So, I mean, maybe they're not as great as we make out, but, I'm not taking away anything from Killerfish.
No, obviously not, but this is definitely a great performance for them.
Oh, yes. It was absolutely fantastic. I mean, Gitaga had a very good game either way, but if you look at this Killerfish scores, dropping 3 people with 6,000 points. Brilliant play. I mean, Gun Elite needs to pick up his game, I think. But
yeah, absolutely. This will send Millennium down towards that lower bracket, and Killerfish will move on towards round number 3. In the upper bracket, they are effectively in the semifinal, the quarterfinals of the tournament right now. We have 2 more rounds remaining in the upper bracket till the finals. We're going to start that out. We're going to figure out what our next games are. My God, ReflexGT, after a horrendous day number 1, is actually shaping up to be quite a decent day number 2.
Yes, it is. I can't wait for some more of the games that are going to be coming up. And also, that's going to actually throw it into the mixer now, because Millennium are going to have to work their way through the losers bracket. They'll end up bumping some pretty decent teams and some teams that have also been knocked out that maybe aren't as great as, obviously, the teams that are in the upper bracket. But teams that think they could advance on forward, they're going to bump straight into Millennium.
Well, Blooded Clouds are in there as well, and they give Freako Dragons a run for their money. So there's definitely a possibility where we're looking at a final where Millennium's nowhere to be found.
Yeah, they literally could be knocked out next round.
This is a psychological upset right here. Yeah. They must be thinking, sacre bleu.
But then what you have to think is when you get knocked into the loser bracket this long, if you get a few wins behind you, that's momentum is going to carry you through. I mean, we've seen that with for Rico at EGL4. They got knocked into the losers bracket straight away, ended up coming third. You know, I mean, they ran a train. I think they won 12 games off the bounce.
The problem right now, however, is if they see if you see the finals, if they come in from the lower bracket and get to the finals, they still need to win 2 best of 3 or best of 5s, or a series of best of 7, depending on how that works. But we still need to sort that out. In the meantime, though, we're going to go for a quick break, and we're going to set up for our next game of today, which is also in the upper bracket. We are now in the quarter and or semifinals of the tournament. We're going to go and figure out what our next game is. Millenium getting knocked down by the most unexpected of teams.